Are you ready to take the first step to embrace the unknown and step out of your comfort zone? Welcome to Step Out, Step In, the podcast that inspires you to break free from your familiar to explore the extraordinary. Hello, this is your host, David Joe. Every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join me as we dive headfirst into thrilling stories of personal growth, daring adventures, and transformative experiences. Get ready to be motivated, inspired, and empowered to live your life to the fullest. So mark your calendar, set your alarm, and get ready to step out, step in with me every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss out on the adventure of a lifetime. Subscribe now, and let's step into the unknown together. This is Step Out, Step In. The journey begins here. Step Out, Step In podcast, live on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe today. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from or where you might be watching the replay from. I want to welcome you to Step Out, Step In podcast, live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And this is the show that challenges you to break free from your familiar to embrace the unknown. I am your host, David Joe. And today in episode 50, can you believe that? This is episode 50. Episode 50, the past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with topics from the book, New Year, New You. And we're going to continue with exploring some key points from this book, New Year, New You. Let's see if this is going to respond today. Okay. Oh, I love technology, Yeah, and this is a book that was written by Dr. Franco Foutira-Pierre, was published in the year 2015. And, we just have about 20 days to finish up the year. And we want to pick up a few things from this wonderful and amazing book, New Year, New You. Yes, this is the book. And I want to highly recommend this book to everyone if you haven't read it. It's just like you're kicking an iron ball. I want to recommend this book. It's a small book, but it has so much information that can transform your life, that will help you navigate through the year ahead. One of the things I do is every year I take this book and I go through it. There's also a workbook in it that helps you to set your goals, your long-term goals, short-term goals, medium-term goals. It is an amazing book, New Year, New You, which was authored by Dr. Frank Ofusua-Pierre, and it was published in 2015. And let me see if I can do this before we dive into it this evening. And again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for signing on to it. I really appreciate your time. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page and like me on Facebook and follow me on LinkedIn if you're on there. All right, so let's see. Just one moment. Let's see here. Okay, let me see if I can get to the website. All right. So if you log on to www.advancedlife.org, now once you sign on to it, you go to where it says the contact, click on it, and it's going to show when you click on just one moment. Okay, click on contact and go to shop. I want to show you two ways by which you can get to this book. So you go to contact, you go to click on shop, and it will bring you to, no, that's contact. Okay, let's go to shop. Just bear with me. Okay, let's see here. Just bear with me. It should take you to the shop page where when you scroll all the way down, you will find the book. Just one. Okay, let me try this one. Okay. All right, so once you log on to the website, okay, let me go to the home page. Just bear with me. All right, so on the home page, just scroll down a little bit, where you see why is this not showing up? Let's see. All right, so on the home page, there should be some three icons showing right here, which the last one is shop. Once you click on it, it takes you to the page where it shows a book. Okay, all right, right here. For some reason, the widgets are not responding well. All right, so once you click on shop, you scroll all the way down and you should find a book. Let's see, right there, New Year, New You, just for only 25 bucks. Just for only 25 bucks. That's an investment. And, you know, one of the things that the best thing you can do for yourself is to invest. Invest in yourself. Right, so you can get a copy of the book New Year, New Year, New Year, New You from the advancedlife.org website. And you know, one of the greatest catalysts to having a happy new year is to start well. Is to start well. Every athlete will tell you that if they get a good start, the chances of they win in the race is great. So, new year, new you. And I want to throw a challenge to somebody out there. If you've read a book, please inbox me or send me a message, either on any of the platforms, and let's have a discussion. Let's come on live and let's have a discussion how this book has impacted you, how this book has helped you, and how it has helped the people around you as well. Let's do this. So send me an inbox and or inbox me or send me a message, and we can arrange to bring you on live so we can have a discussion for others to know how impactful this book is. And again, I want to welcome every one of you. If you're joining us now, this is episode 50, and we're dealing with the book New Year, New You by Dr. Frank Ofosu Appiah. And you know, in order to start well, you need to prepare well. One of the things I realize that most people don't do very well is the preparation into getting to the new phase. You and I have not been this way and been through 2024, but I believe that our preparation, and as we prepare well, it can make a whole lot of difference. You know, sometimes you ask people, you ask them how you doing, or what's up, or I mean that kind of thing, and they tell you, oh, same old, same old. It's never same old, because every day is different. You only see it as same old if you don't have any anticipation for the day, for the new day, if you don't have any plans or goals for the new day. But if you have plans and goals for the new day, it's never ever going to be same old on a different day. So you and I will have to position ourselves to cooperate with God's purpose through effective preparation. And you know, and you know, once the year turns to a new year, I mean, the old year goes away. Once we turn into the new year, we always begin by saying Happy New Year. You know, it's not a happy first of the year, but it's Happy New Year. So the entire year we're wishing you a Happy New Year. But how do you have a new year if you enter the new year with the old you or your old self? That is why we have to prepare to enter the new year with a new you. So this is episode 50, and this is part 3. We're doing this series with this book. And for the past few weeks, 2 weeks, I think, I said 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago, we dealt with how to manage your energy. You know, managing your energy levels, and we have to ensure that everybody has different energy levels, and you have to ensure to give the best energy to what matters most. Just a recap of what I went over 2 weeks and last week, episode 48 and episode 49. Episode 48, I talked about manage your energy, and you have to find out. You have to find out how your body works and which time of the day you tend to be more productive. You know I work best at night. I'm trying to adjust to work during the daytime, but I have more energy at night, so I reserve my energy to use it effectively, efficiently, productively at night. And that was what I talked about in episode 48. And 49, I talked about controlling the noise levels in your life. You know, we all, no matter what, we live in a noisy environment. and the fact is that noise tends to drain, noise tends to distract, and noise tends to be a disillusion in people's lives. But being bombarded with noise all the time will not help you to make the best of the year. So in episode 49, I talked about how to control the noise levels. I know this is something that most people don't do, but if you can go back and listen to it, and once you listen to it, please share, comment, and let's know how this is helping. This also will help me come up with other topics that can be productive and can help others too. All right, so we're going to jump into our topic for today. Have sources of input to enhance your productivity. Have sources of input to enhance your productivity. And that is the topic for today, your productivity or your development. Let me use the word development. So having sources of input to enhance your development. Let's dive straight into it. If you're just joining us, again, welcome to Step Out, Step In podcast live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. This is episode 50 and part 3 of the New Year, New You. Dealing with a book by Dr. Franco Fosoapierre, A New Year, New You. And this is an amazing book, and I want to recommend it to everyone. If you've never read it, please get the book and ensure that you get it done before the end of the year. You don't want to get into 2024 before you start preparing it. You know, preparation helps you to really move in the right direction. So, no athlete prepares on the day of their competition. They all prepare before the competition. So let's do that. All right. So just as I said earlier, we have 20 days to the end of the year, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to draw the curtains to 2023 to a close. And 2024 is going to begin. But my question to you this evening is, how prepared are you to enter into 2024? What plans are you putting in place? And what preparations are you making for the year 2024? One thing I know is nobody knows what lies ahead in 2024. But we know a God who knows what lies ahead in 2024. And I believe that our preparation and what we do to prepare ourselves, believing and trusting in our God, will help us a whole lot. And one of the ways by which you can also prepare is to also read this book, New Year, New You. All right, so it may not always be what you want to hear, but it will be worth it in the end. And, you know, enhancing your development, whether personal or professional, requires a continuous stream of diverse and valuable inputs. So I want us to go through a few of some strategies by which we can ensure that we have varied and enriching resources or sources of input. So I want us to go through this real quick. And again, thank you for tuning in live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. If you can do me a favor by sharing the link with family member, frenemy, you never know. All right, so now let's see here. So number one is, these are some of the strategies by which you can have sources of input to enhance your development. So number one is read widely. The other time I said, everybody has a leadership ability or capability on the inside of you. Leadership is not a title, neither it is a position. It is about influence. And if you can influence at least one person, that makes you a leader. And leaders are readers, and readers are leaders. And it is good to read widely. So number one is we want to read widely. We want to read widely. Read a variety of books, both fiction and non-fiction. Explore subjects outside your comfort zone to broaden your perspective. I remember, was it sometime a couple of years ago, Bishop recommended a book to us, and I can prove it. It's an amazing book, right? It is not a gospel book. That is why I said you have to read widely, fiction and non-fiction. And in fact, after reading a book, it helped me change some of the things I used to do without being conscious about it. It's an amazing book. By Larry, is it Larry Winget or something like that? It's an amazing book. So let's read widely. I mean, read widely, and read articles, read blogs, follow reputable websites and blogs that covers a range of topics. Once I was preparing this, I was looking at some statistics, and it is said that 64% of adults in the United States have read a book in a year. 64%. So one book in a year. At least it's better than not reading anything. But if we are going to enhance our development, if we are going to have sources of input to enhance our development, then we have to get to the place where we can read widely. So let's read widely. Number two is let's stay informed. News, you can stay informed by news outlets, not stay updated on current events from reliable news sources. I say reliable because now there are a whole lot of websites that are spewing out conspiracy theories. It's just so stay informed, stay updated on current events. I'm not saying consume it all the time, but it's good to stay updated, to know what is going on in our current life situations and all that, and get the information from the reliable news sources, not sites that will spew out conspiracy theories and all that. And also, as you stay informed, and staying informed, and listen to podcasts like this one, and podcasts that covers different subjects, different topics, and there are podcasts on nearly every topic imaginable, providing an in-depth of discussions and interviews. Number three is engage in networking. Sometimes we get so disconnected, and sometimes we don't really get engaged, or we don't really network that much. Now, that is one of the things that the business world does very well. Networking. So and as to how to network, conferences, meetups. You attend conferences. I talked to you about last week. I mentioned Iron Sharpens Iron conference for leaders and church leaders. Not only church leaders, but everyone in leadership and church workers as well as everybody, because that conference cuts across it's not only for the church, but it's for your personal business career, every part of you. So attend conferences, meetups, workshops, local meetups, and meetups that are related to your field and your area of interest. You know, networking exposes diverse ideas. It exposes you to diverse ideas and perspectives. Online and communities, you can join relevant online forums and as well as communities, platforms like Reddit, the Stock Exchange or Stack Exchange, one of them. If you get it right, please let me know. and and other specific forums that provide opportunities for you to learn from others. You know, we all need one another, and once we need one another, we got to learn from one another. And number 4 is to also sign up for online courses and webinars. You know, in this day and age, we don't have any excuse for not upgrading yourself, because most of the stuff you can now get it online. You can educate yourself using all these educational platforms. You can enroll in online courses on platforms like Coursera, edX, LinkedIn Learning. In fact, I have signed up for some courses on LinkedIn Learning, which I'm pursuing at the moment, and other websites like Khan Academy. There are some websites, yes, they only ask for a little bit of fees, but it is worth investing in yourself. That is one thing that nobody can take away from you. And that is the best investment you can give to yourself, by investing in yourself. Yeah. And many of these courses are offered by top universities and institutions. So you can sign up for that. Webinars and workshops. Attend webinars and workshops to stay current within your industry. And once you stay current within your industry, it trends and you acquire new skills. Yeah. So let's do that. Number 5 is to diversify your media consumption. I know I've talked about something, you know, sometimes we get so used to one media consumption, and should I say it becomes an addiction? But if you diversify your media consumption, it helps you to learn from other sources. You know, one of the things you can also do, these are all suggestions. I'm just telling you to go do all these things, but these are suggestions to which you can enhance your development as we prepare to enter into 2024. To diversify your media consumption, sometimes watch documentary films. Documentary films that cover certain topics. And I believe that this can provide an insight into different cultures, historical events, and social issues. You want to broaden your knowledge. You want to enhance your development. And this brings about creativity in different forms that can inspire new perspectives. I was listening to the news the other time, and they said watching too much TV doesn't make you so creative, but when you read books, it really brings out your creativity and your it makes you more innovative as well. Reading of books makes you more creative and innovative rather than watching. But I believe sometimes when you watch some of these documentaries, when you watch some of these shows, it brings about creativity. I know somebody who is she writes movies and stuff like that. Sometimes she watches some of these. She gets her ideas from some of these movies or these TV series she watches, and out of that, she writes a script for the movies she puts in place, or she acts or produces. Number 6 is learning platforms. You know, we have this day and age, we have so many learning platforms. Learning platforms that can help you learn a new language. I haven't been there yet. You know, I tried, which one is it? I was trying to learn Spanish. I signed up to one of these learning platforms, but I'll surely go back to it. And these, when you use these language learning apps, you pick up new languages. I picked a few, but I have to go back and do it fully. I haven't given up on it. And it helps you understand different languages and can open new cultural insights. Learning platforms, there are platforms that can help you learn coding. If it's relevant to your goals, if it's you can engage with coding platforms to enhance your programming skills. You know, so we have all these platforms out there, and let's see. All right, and mentorship and collaboration. I believe that we all need mentors in our lives. Seek mentorship from individuals with diverse experiences. Somebody who's walked the walk and knows exactly what you're doing. And you can seek mentorship from such people. Now, one of the things our bishop tells us that when you seek mentorship, you have to be ready to respect their time and not abuse their time. You know, sometimes people seek mentorship and they want to let people know that, oh, I know this person. Respect their time, respect the information they give you, and be ready to do what they tell you to do if you really want to seek mentorship. And mentors can provide guidance and share their insight, because they know more about what you're doing and what you want from them. They can provide to you. They can give that to you. They can guide you through it because they are ready to share their insight. You can also collaborate with others and work on projects with people from different backgrounds. You don't always have to stick with those that look like you, smell like you, talk like you, eat like you. No. Let's be open. Let's collaborate. You know, collaborative efforts can bring in fresh ideas and approaches. Let's collaborate. And number 8, the last but not the least, let's have a continuous reflection. I realize that reflection is something that most people don't do often. We are always on the go. It's always, we're on the run. We're on the go. We don't even pause to breathe sometimes. But we have to get to a place of having a continuous reflection. How do we do that? By maintaining and journaling. About 5 years ago, I started journaling, and I was just reflecting on it the other time, and I realized that I was determined to journal every single day. After I heard Dr. John Maxwell talk about how he journaled every day. And I decided I was going to do the same thing. And for 5 years consistently, I've been able to journal every day. It's either journaling something that I go through the day, or copy an article that I read in the course of the day, paste it, and it's been consistent for 5 years now. I'm proud of myself. So you can maintain a personal journal to reflect on your thoughts and experiences. And that is continuous reflection. This can help you identify patterns, set goals, and track your development over time. You know, it's not something that maintain a balance and diversity in your sources of input. Is being open to new ideas and consistently seeking different perspective or different ways to which you will be able to contribute significantly to your overall development. So let's have sources of input to enhance our development. Have a source of input to enhance your development. And we all need sounding boards in our lives. Every one of us need sounding boards in our lives. These are people that can give you feedback, constructive feedback. Constructive feedback, feedback that will make you a better person. Yes, sometimes the truth hurts, but it heals. People that can tell you right in your face that what you're doing is wrong. And that can help you make better decisions and have you develop yourself more and better. We all need sounding boards. Not people that will always praise you even when you're doing the wrong thing or when you're going in the wrong direction. But people that can tell you that what you're doing or what you did, it wasn't right. Make a suggestion, you could have done it this way. Or, you know, we all need sounding boards. And don't be offended when somebody who loves you talk to you about something you're doing which is not right. Find someone who can give you the constructive feedback. Find someone who can give you that constructive feedback. And once they give you that constructive feedback, call them back and thank them. Because, you know, sometimes when you're doing something, you don't see the negative part of what you're doing or the negative impact of what you're doing. But somebody standing behind can see it and can point it out to you. Don't be offended. Take it in good faith. Make the adjustments, make the changes to make it better or to make you better, not better. Be determined to make 2024, ladies and gentlemen, a happy new year by you being a happy new you. Make 2024 a happy new year with a new you. And One of the things I'll say is live intentionally and by design and not by default. You know, when you live by default, it's just going through the cycle all over again. I mean, you start from waking up in the morning, getting something to eat, rushing, getting on off to work, coming back, and you know that cycle. And sometimes it's boring. Be intentional, live by design and not by default. And I want to throw this challenge to somebody out there. If you've read a book or if you're reading it right now, send me inbox me or just send me a message and we can arrange to bring it on live so we can talk about it. This book, how it has impacted you or how it is impacting you. All right, so that is the challenge. Before the end of the year, we can squeeze in one live show with you coming on and being my guest. I'll be so excited. Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to hearing from you. So we can do this together. All right. I don't know, but I'm so tempted to say amen. But we are not in church. All right, so if you have the book or if you haven't bought the book yet, I showed you the link. Go to advancedlife.org and you can get a copy of that book. Oh, let me see if I can drop the link back in here. Just one moment. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can get the link. I want to drop the link in the comment box. Okay, just see. All right, just give me a moment. All right, still working on it. Bear with me for just a moment. You know, let's see. Okay. Right, still thinking. All right, so once it comes back up, there's something preventing me from posting it into the link. But you can go to Advanced Life, www.advancedlife.org, and you can get a copy of the book. Again, thank you so much for tuning in this Monday evening, the 11th of December, 2023. Episode 50. That's a milestone for celebration. Okay. And just before I sign off, let's see if this is going to respond. Just one moment. All right. So once again, thank you all so much for tuning in to episode 50 live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And this has been part 3 of our New Year, New You, going through the book, New Year, New You. And today we talked about having sources of input to enhance your development. Please share the link comment, like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we are all in this together. And again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me see here. He's still thinking. Okay. All right. And as I've been telling you, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dr. Franco Fosu-Appiah hosts the Ambassador of Hope every Tuesday on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook is the Ambassador of Hope page. YouTube is Franco Fosu-Appiah Official. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube page, please do so. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that anytime something is posted, you'll be notified. And these teachings that are so lit and epic, you can't afford to miss them. I wanted to show you the page on it. Just one moment. Okay. All right. So I think, let's see. All right. So I think I've been able to. Okay. So once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're counting down to 2024. And we have 20 days from today to the end of the year. And my challenge to you is, what measures are you putting in place to prepare for what is ahead in 2024? I believe 2024 is going to be an amazing year. It doesn't matter what the economists are saying. It doesn't matter what politicians are saying. We serve a God who declares the ending from the beginning. He has already been through 2024, so we have that confidence in following his direction, depending on him, relying on him. And I know that with the faith and the hope we have in God, 2024 is going to be amazing. Don't check out too quick. Don't give up on yourself. But let's put steps in place where we can prepare for what God has already prepared for us. Your time and your attention is truly, truly appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, your support. Your support means